I'm Jeffrey. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be going over how to use exposure therapy to effectively overcome phobias. Phobias can be really debilitating, especially if they interfere with daily functioning. Some common phobias include fear of spiders, fear of snakes, fear of heights, fear of needles, fear of clowns, fears of public speaking, fear of lightning, etc. When one is exposed to their phobia, their typical reaction includes having a higher heart rate, feeling scared, having a shortness of breath, feeling faint, among other symptoms. When using exposure therapy, one needs to be extremely careful. This is because when using exposure therapy, if we use it incorrectly, it can have the opposite effect of our original intent. Disclaimer: when using exposure therapy, make sure that you're using it with the help of a licensed clinician. So how does one use exposure therapy to help overcome their phobia, especially when exposing ourselves to the phobia actually causes an increase in anxiety? Well, we create something called an anxiety hierarchy. First, we decide what phobia needs to be addressed. Then, there are potential mini exposures in which one can work on to slowly desensitize themselves to the phobia. Let me give an example. Let's say the identified phobia is a fear of heights. We then create an anxiety hierarchy with different percentages of anxiety. 0% anxiety means no anxiety at all, and 100% anxiety means the most anxious you've ever felt. In the hierarchy, we set different levels of exposure that are meant to produce a certain level of anxiety. A specific exposure is meant to produce 20% anxiety. Another exposure is meant to produce 40% anxiety, 60% anxiety, 80% anxiety, and 100% anxiety. So going back to the example of having a fear of heights, let's say that 0% anxiety would be standing on the bottom floor of a one-story home. 20% anxiety may include imagining yourself on the third floor of a building looking out the window. 40% anxiety may include actually going to the building, going to the third floor of that building, and looking out the window. 60% anxiety may be going to a building, going to the rooftop of that building and looking down. 80% anxiety may be going to the Empire State Building, going all the way to the top floor and looking out the window. 100% anxiety may be skydiving. This is just a broad example, but each phobia and each person is different. However, you still want to create this hierarchy and work your way up the hierarchy. Before engaging in any exposure method, we need to know something. That is, if we run away when we are feeling anxious, the anxiety will increase in the long run. This is because we are teaching our brain that we are in a position in which we are not safe, even though we are actually safe. So with each step that you take, you want to stay in the moment until the anxiety decreases with the passage of time. We also don't want to start too far up the hierarchy, because engaging in this step can be traumatizing, consequently making the phobia worse. So instead, we take small steps. We engage in an exposure in which the anxiety is going to be at 20%, and we wait until anxiety subsides naturally. This step can take up to an hour. Then one engages in that step enough times until the anxiety has significantly decreased. Then one engages in the next step, which would be engaging in exposure that's supposed to produce 40% anxiety. Then one repeats this process for every single step, so we do it for 60%, 80%, and even sometimes 100%. After engaging in all those steps, the phobia is going to be much more manageable. However, it can always come back. So it's important to engage in exposure even after the phobia is more managed. This will prevent the phobia from reappearing. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.